What is up, everybody? This is ID Slim 12, and you are watching my top 10 list for my top 10 favorite Killa songs.
Starting off at number 10 is
Everybody Move.
Check us out, man. All right, let's do this. Come on. Everybody move. I'm aiming with a full clap. Everybody move. I'm aiming with a full clap. Throw your hands in the air if you're partying tonight. Say yeah. We gon' get it on like we just don't.
Now, I don't really like this song because it's just like a simple party song that doesn't really have any meaning. The only reason it's actually on this list is because his song structure is actually pretty decent in this song, and the production is not terrible at all. I just feel like it just, like, he's been in so many different parts of music, and I feel like this is probably one of the worst.
And number 9 is Killa 100 bars of war stories.
Tainted flesh got me bound in chains. Now war stories headed straight for your brain, aiming to put holes through your theories and analysis. Your kidneys fail from the stress and need dialysis. Not for the weak, lay and die like sheep. He can get.
Now, this is a very good song. I really enjoy listening to it, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. And I just like listening to it because it was the last song of the album 100 Bars of War Stories, and at the end of the song he like takes a little piece of every single song and like connects them all, and like it's just very heartwarming and it's a good song. Number 8 is Intro. It's the intro, but it was the last song, but for Bound in Chains.
It started with my brother, it was hey here, try this. Year 97, drugs, guns, juggalo. Started with a scale and some baggies and some smoke. I was pushing elbows before I took a toke. I began to climb the ladder from connection to.
It's a very good song. I think it's probably not. It's not one of my favorites for the main fact that it's just kind of like a ramble song. He just like goes on and says a ton of stuff, and it's like his flow, delivery, everything is on point, but it's just not like the song structure that I personally enjoy, and it's kind of just one of those rambling tracks, as I already said. Number 7 is Amazing.
Amazing the way things change, twists and turns and life so strange. Pray for grace to the world's end. When I die, I'll die your friend. It's amazing the way things change, twists and turns and life so strange.
Now, I don't care much for the verses, but the chorus is very good, and I wish that he would have done something bigger with this track. Now, the music video, great. Production, great. Besides the weird, like, swinging noise, and it sounds like a creaky swing.
Some of the worst though.
That's probably one of the only reasons it's not in my top 5. And because of the verses, as I said, they're not the best that Killa could have done, but the chorus it's very uplifting and warm, and I really enjoy it, and it's very, clean to the ear and all that jazz. Okay, number 6, Killa, Look Into My Eyes.
I came out the dirt straight dirty as hell, with nothing but 13 stories to tell. Is it true or is it fiction? My word is bond. Look into my eyes and I'll tell you what I see. A bitch ass motherfucker looking straight back at me.
It just kind of reminds me of real underground, and it kind of reminds me of like a Hobson track in a way. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I really like the track. Everything's on point, really good. Number 5, Suicide.
Seal that stump up with the torch. Are we gonna die? Hell yeah, of course. I'ma start cutting off all my toes. Throw 'em in the blender so nobody knows. You got 10 fingers, that's 10 too many.
Now, This is like one of those tracks that it's also another one that reminds me of an old Hobson track in a way. It reminds me of a lot of just the production reminds me of a lot of Tech Nine stuff. A lot of old Strange stuff that in their earlier days. It reminds me of a lot of just different stuff, and that's another reason why this is probably one of the best Killa C songs that I know of. And it's just a funny track, and just the way he goes at it is just amazing, and I really enjoy it. Just he has such a great mind when it comes to writing verses and stuff, and this one really shows it. Even though it is in a twisted way, he still shows it. Number 4, it's a classic. You've all seen the music video, you've all heard it, and I really like this side of Killa C. Besides the fact that he considered Juggalos as being a gang and stuff like that, but his street side, his ghetto side, his dirty scrubs, dirty thugs, that's me, and number 4 is Killa C, I Know That You Hate.
Keep talking. Spread the word, Holmes. Know that you hate, cause I ain't what you want me to. Know you relate, cause you ain't and you wanna be. You couldn't walk a mile in your shoes, homeboy. You's a hater, step on.
The chorus is on point, the storyline, it's amazing, the video, it's great, good editing, I wish he still made music, because this is one of the songs that, I just gotta wipe away a fallen tear. This dude was amazing, and he just, hey, good for him, he was reborn a Christian, all that stuff, good for him, but it still sucks, and when you listen to stuff like this, it reminds you of him, what he could have been, what he became, and all that Number stuff. 3, Sicko by Killa C.
Sit down and listen to these stories from a sicko, 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 sicko. Sit down and listen to these stories from a sicko. If you take the wrapper off, you'll probably catch disease. I shoot for the kill and aim for the spill. Digging in the guts is my kind of thrill. I cut a hole in the throat from ear to ear. Rip the trachea out the neck, you know my love is sincere.
Now this song, I think I was 13 or 14 when I first heard it. It was on Google Play, and it always came on, and I thought Tech Nine was in the chorus because it just sounded like his voice to me. So for a while I thought it was Tech Nine and singing the chorus, and then I saw the music video, and then I thought it was Tech Nine singing the chorus because he's in the music video, but no, it fully isn't him. I was just stupid, I guess. I don't know, but this is another one. The music video is great. I think it's really funny, and I like how the verses really they really follow the chorus. The chorus is sicko, listen to the stories of a sicko, this is the mind of a sicko. And in the first verse he talks about, nasty sexual stuff, being a sicko. And then the second verse he talks about murdering, I slice ear to ear. He talks about, he shows two different sides of a sicko, and yeah, maybe they're not comparable things to be a sicko, as sexual stuff. When I smelled the skunk, I looked and it was Scatterman's junk. That's his duty, though. He even had a thumb and 2 fingers in her booty hole. Whoa, I think this one definitely deserved a spot in the top 3. Number 2, Killa C, Castaway.
Castaway. Away. Now daddy couldn't stand to see his family fall apart, so he turned to the streets, but his game wasn't smart. Now the boy was changing, pledge allegiance to the gang, know about the danger. He even earned his first stripe, murdering a stranger.
Now, this music video, great. The song, amazing. The chorus, don't even get me started, The verses, Now, when I first heard the song, I didn't think much. It's yeah, But when you see the visual, the music video, it's like watching a movie, and like you're seeing, you know, your own life flash before your lives. You know, you see all this stuff, and it really makes you think. And it's a really good song. I think that this was some of the stuff that he could have blew up on. This, you know, it could have really even went viral back when it came out, and I don't get why he didn't get more popular. You know, just it's great. You know, this one definitely deserved its spot. Now, coming in at number 1 is Killa C, Welcome to My Funeral.
Welcome to my funeral, please pray for me today. I am not among the living, they sent me away. I was not a good man, but I sure did try to be. When you're doing what you do now, please remember me. Welcome to my funeral, we're ready to begin now. Appreciate your presence now, have a seat and settle down. If you brought some beer for me, pour a little in my mouth. Don't worry about spilling on me, I'm already. There's my wife up front, looking sexy in a black dress. Worrying about the kids, boy, I can tell she really stressed. I can see the girls crying, that's the thing I hate the most. I'm wishing they could feel the hugs and the kisses of a ghost. To the homies in the clique, hold it down airtight. This ain't the end of me, it's just the end of my life.
Now, I think this one deserved the number 1 spot because this really showed what he was capable of. You know, the chorus, super catchy. His verses, they followed the chorus. You know, everything was on point. It was just really good, and you know, his writing ability is amazing. Like, look at the verses in this. You know, he's a ghost at his own funeral, and you know, he's seeing his wife with the kids, and you know, he talks to them and about them and wishes they could feel the kisses and the hugs from a ghost. And then he talks about his homies. He talks to his homies, and he's like, you know, it's not the end of time, it's just the end of my life. Like, keep going, keep progressing. You know, like pour some liquor on the ground. You know, pour a 40 ounce on the ground, drop a red bandana on the casket. You know, keep going on. And it's just, I wish that he would have done more with this song, because, you know, it's a good song. And yeah, this is my top 10 Killa C songs. Comment below what other artists you want me to do, because I think I really like doing top 10s, and I want to do more about my top underground artists that I like. I want to do more top 10s. And I do not want to see any comments about, what about this song? What about this song? Blah, blah, blah. This was my top 10 list of my top 10 Killa C songs, not yours. I don't want to see any other comments, because these are my 10 favorite Killa C songs. I don't want to see any comments of, what about this one? Because every top 10 I do, a ton of people comment that stuff. I do not want to see it. Got it? Capiche? Dumb motherfucker.